Great work, guys. So everybody that watched my video last is now out of the game and their stop loss are triggered. They're ready to look at either buying back in. So we're talking particularly about Bitcoin here. Bitcoin broke that support that I was talking about in that video. It was around the $59,000, $60,000 mark. I did say put a stop loss just below that line at the $56,500 to $56,000 range. We're now at $49.99. So you would have saved about $6,000 there with your stop loss triggering. Then now you're looking at, is the market going to support me here or is it going to continue down? It doesn't look too good, be honest with you. The support line being broken is really not the best news for us, but it's not the only news. There's a lot going on at the moment in terms of the world. There's a lot of FUD going on, particularly with the interest rates potentially going to be start charging for interest. They only have one hammer, one tool, so they're just going to bang everything like a nail. It's not the best solution, we know that, but these decentralized cryptocurrencies definitely are the future. How they allow that to happen or not, that's going to be the struggle also. We need to just prepare ourselves for all possibilities, and that is be diversified in the decentralized cryptocurrencies. If for some reason they don't allow us to sell or allow banks to receive your cash when you sell your cryptocurrencies into cash, into fiat, let's call it, which is just printed and agreed upon IOUs, that means then we won't be able to take the money out if that ever happens. This is just one hypothesis and one idea. I'm not saying it's actually going to happen, but it is a possibility because they play dirty, these guys. The central powers do not want you to be in decentralized cryptocurrencies, period. The time for us is coming where there will be a crunch, and that is either you own this and then have to function completely in cryptocurrency if they really want to put up the barriers and the walls to stop us moving money back into fiat. If they don't do that, great, we've got plenty of options. We've got our Bitcoin, we've got our Ethereums, we've got Cardanos, Solanas, Terra Luna. I don't think it's going to be one network that is going to win them all. I believe we're going to have some really good ones. Then we're going to have some second layers, and then we're going to have a whole bunch of other sort of lower scale ones, but many that will specify one task. You know, like you look at Ethereum, the main thing about Ethereum was the contract so that you could do staking and DeFi to basically earn interest, yield farm, and people to lock up funds, but also to be decentralized. And, you know, we saw my last video was around the $4,500 mark. We've basically gone down to 3.5, just below that. This is a really good point of support. If you look at Ethereum, if it holds this line, it's broken it too, actually. So not the best looking support at all. So we've broken through that as well here. We now have a more descended type of support going on. So we might sort of go sideways for a little while here. Check out Binance. Binance being the world's largest exchange. The last time I was talking about this, I've left literally, these charts are from the last video I did. You can see here I was measuring the increases from the first or the end 31st of January 21, and we saw the increases per major network. Here you can see that line in the middle there. That's a 50% retracement. So we're now for Binance hitting a 50% retracement from the all-time high. So is it a good time to buy? You know what I have to say about that. Watch my previous videos. Cardano is still holding this triangle. We've got, you know, we saw it breaking out. It used to be this, boom, and we thought, great, it's busting out. Let's pull back and find support here. There would have been a lot of liquidity here, people wanting to buy it, but obviously it pushed further, so there was more selling going on. We found our support at the previous top and previous bottom, so we've got a support there, and that's at the $1.30 mark Aussie dollars. Now what I've done is I've moved that because I've still got two significant points there on the chart. Make it 3 because it starts at the top, then we've got 2 additional points, which makes that the resistance line. So for those of you who don't know, resistance just means like a wall. We can't seem to pass through. There's a wall blocking us. But at some point, if there's enough intensity, enough volume, enough market money flooding the market, we will see a breakthrough of that wall, like Berlin. And boom, it'll bust out and then off it goes, and then starts to climb again. Now, how it happens is all up to the market and what happens fundamentally worldwide. but technically speaking, right now we're still in a good position for Cardano. Those who are looking at getting in on it after below $2 was a great buy. So we hit as low as $1.34 at the moment at $1.50. So it's a good buy in my opinion. Solana also pulled back way below 50%, just that massive drop there. So it was about a $200 token when we were doing it, when I did the last video actually, and now it's at $125. If that's not a bargain, I don't know what is. Terra Luna still tearing it up. No pun intended there actually. So here, if we look at this, that's holding its support right there. You know, just basic support line, run it across. Got a bit of touch points there, one touch point there, and that point there. So we've got support, but it does look like a really crappy head and shoulders. So if you draw, there's one shoulder there, boom, head, boom, shoulder, boom. But this is the retracement here. You want to see that there. So there's a retest and then it's dropping down. So if this is a head and shoulders, we will see basically this. And let me just duplicate that. Clone, boom, let's grab that clone, drop it down here. We will see, about here, we'll see a $40 Terra Luna. If this is a bear market, that's what we're going to see, a $40 Terra Luna. If it's not, great, and as long as we hold above this line here. So at the moment, the lowest point that can go is around the $80 mark. If we see Terra Luna below $80, it's a bear market. If we don't, then great, it's holding its support. Avalanche, also below 50%, also breaking its resistance. So everything's looking similar, except for, like I said, Cardano's holding okay, and Terra Luna's still good. Phantom, so Avalanche, no. Phantom is still solid, way above its. Let me just check its moving average as well. That might be. Well, there we go. MA in the indicators, moving average. And let's formulate that. So we're going to put let's call it 21 day moving average. So well below, well below that. Let's go a 200-day moving average. Right, so yeah, basically the 200-day moving average, as long as we stay above that, Phantom is still up. Polkadot, let's have a look. Yeah, well below. Boom, MA, let's have a look at the moving average. Let's program that. Put 200, it's a significant, well below 200 moving average, so not so good. Polkadot. Harmony, as I said on that video, there was a double top forming. I said be careful, do not buy this at all, stay away. It's just above 50 cents, it's now at 26 cents. So if that's not a bargain, I don't know what is. If you want to buy Harmony at a good price, well, it looks like we've got a nice price to buy in here. There's a bit of support. You can see there's a great amount of support here from previous tops and some bottoms just roughly around here. Boom. There you go. So some resistance there and then support here. So Harmony, yes. Cardino's found a bottom around $7. We were talking about, I think it was about $12 to $11 there somewhere. Tragic to see it go down, but I did warn you. I said, if you want to get in on this, you could buy some now and just keep buying at dollar cost average as it goes lower. Now it has gone lower significantly, and that is a really good point to buy. This chart's not complete because it's only just recently gone into CoinSpot, but you've basically seen it halve since it's joined CoinSpot, and that was, wow, not even, basically a week and a bit ago it came onto CoinSpot. So it is a good buy price for the Cardino. It's a $1.1 billion market cap for a network. That's still young days. All the other networks, if you go to the opening page here where we've got Ethereum market cap is $400 billion. Binance is $85 billion. Cardano, being a network, is just under $50 billion. Solana, $39 billion. Terra Luna, $36 billion. Polkadot, $24 billion. Avalanche, $21 billion. Polygon, Matic, $15 billion. So being at $1.1 billion, we could easily just catch up to Polygon, Avalanche. I think Cardano's got a lot more than these two going for it. Polkadot and Terra Luna and Solana is what it should keep up with. So anywhere up to $30 billion, why wouldn't we see Cardino do that once things start to happen and it's finding its feet? So yeah, do I think that that's potentially a 20 to 30x? Yeah, I do. $7 for a network is a pretty good price. Now, a new network is something worth looking at that's going to launch in this quarter quarter two for 2022. Finally, long awaited. I've been in since back here in 2018, so it's not even on this chart. But HOLOCHAIN. HOLOCHAIN is probably the future of cryptocurrency. It is got everything happening on it, from dApps, which they call HAPs, decentralized applications. It'll be Web3, peer-to-peer, focused on privacy, complete privacy, so you get to control your data, not some corporation. You will be able to share your light network, so speed is massive. It'll have sharding. It'll be peer-to-peer, so it's not like Bitcoin where every mining computer has to run the whole algorithm worldwide. It focuses on your local network, and so each person only needs to hold their local network. And to me, it's an amazing project. Great apps coming forward on that. They basically can reinvent the internet onto the HOLOCHAIN network. It's more superior than blockchain if you look at the technology. And there's a lot of videos there. So you can check out holo.org. That's their website. There's a lot of videos on YouTube. Check out their AMAs. Awesome project. Right now it is on sale. Let's go over to CoinSpot. And look at that. It's less than half, well, it's just above half a cent. You know, if that's not a bargain, I don't know what is. I remember when we hit 4 cents. 4 cents was, let's just shrink that up. There you go. 4 cents was in April last year. We hit a parabolic top, so I said that wasn't sustainable, so it was a good time to sell some and potentially wait for a correction and buy some more. Now, we sort of got a bit excited around here. We thought at 1.5 cents was a good time to buy it again. And eventually it did become a better price, but then we couldn't hold above 2 cents, so then it's just been coming downwards since November. So this is a massive correction. This proves that it's an amazing time to buy. That's 1/8 of its all-time high. So is that a good time to buy? You make your mind up. To me, it definitely is. It's at a $1 billion market cap. Being Web3, I think this thing could just go to easily 30 cents or $1. So, you know, is it a good buy? Yes. Is it scary to buy right now? Fear and greed index is obviously showing a lot of fear. Everybody's scared. This massive correction is scaring people, but don't be fooled. There is still fundamental value in all this. It is leading technology. It is what the world is investing in. Big money is coming towards it. I can't see this being a long bear market. If it is a bear market, to me, this is just a wild, crazy correction that is being triggered by the Great Reset, and that the big money is probably moving itself out of crypto to make this harsh, I guess, fear FUD to scare people into making moves and selling their positions. They potentially will swoop up and buy it all at cheap prices, and then everybody will either come back and buy it at a much higher price, or they will just hold their positions, which I doubt, because they want to see their centralized CBDCs come forward. I'm not interested in that sort of technology. It's not really a technology. It's really just a bigger monopoly that has more control and more power. That's not a future that I want to see. I want to see decentralized by the people, not owned by anyone, and networks that really are helping solve real world problems. So if you find that interesting, press like. Remember, if you want to share this, just share it on Facebook, friends, emails, messages, whatever. But get this out here. Make sure people are not getting scared. I know you can see your portfolio. I've seen my portfolio more than half. It's not fun, but the positions that I've left in there, they're a long play, and you don't want to be chopping and changing when things get really bad or really, really good. What you want to do is have a sensible decision made. Put your stop losses in previous to this obviously happening. As I explain in all my videos that talk about stop losses, it's important to think about what's the lowest risk you want to lose. Put the stop loss there, and then when you hit a profit, what's the starting point you want to start taking some money out of your cryptocurrency investments. But to me, I see a future in cryptocurrencies, very solid. It's one of those things that if you are in now and hold it for more than 12 months, your capital gains is absolutely reduced to 15% in Australia here. But this is not financial advice. Check with your accountant. Make sure they haven't changed anything on us. But apart from that, guys, I will take it from here and see you all in the next video. Take care. Happy investing.